All right, so I want to take you through setting up an OpenAI Azure endpoint to be able to use with Windows Terminal Chat. So basically in the settings here, Terminal Chat Experimental. This is an old value I already had. I'm going to clear this out and I'm going to reset this up here. All right, so let's get started. First up, come out to Azure and come to Azure OpenAI Services. Then come down to Create. Now, if you don't have access to this yet, there's a form that's linked that you can fill out and then it'll take a couple days to get approved. After that, you'll have a subscription you can map to this, and it's approved by subscription ID. All right, so let's set this up here. Research group. Name. Pick something that is unique. So I'll do test term chat, and I'll put Wes on the end. Make sure there's a green check there. Pick the only pricing tier. Next. Next. Don't care about tags. And then create. So this will set up the endpoint, and then next up, we need to deploy one or more models. All right, so now I'm going to come back here. Actually, I'm going to come in here again. There's my instance or endpoint. Inside of here, this form is important. This is where you'll get the endpoint and the key. Now, this endpoint is not exactly what you need. I'll show you how to get the rest of it. But first up, before we do that, we need to come to Model Deployments. Create a new deployment of a model. You have to pick Jippity 3.5 Turbo. Give it a name. And then one thing I'm not going to set up right yet is the content filter. I'll come back to that in a minute. All right, I'll create that. Now, that'll take about 5 to 6 minutes before it'll actually be available. And you'll know it's available if you come to the playground here. Underneath chat, you can just send a test message. Right now, you can see it's telling me, hey, please wait about 5 minutes. While that's creating, though, I'm going to come over to content filters here. No idea why they did this, but you'll have to create a customized content filter, crank the level up on everything to high. It's not really documented what exactly you need, but they said to put everything to safe. And so what I did to get this working, I just turned everything on that's available. Probably going to cost a fortune to run all that, but oh well. After I did that, I was able to successfully use terminal chat. I don't know which parts of this are actually needed versus not. I just know that you can't use the default content filters. So I'll create that. All right, so there's my custom content filter. All right, so let's come back to the model now. Just test it out. All right, not ready yet. While that's getting ready, if you click View Code here, there's an endpoint at the top. That is just the very first part of the endpoint. What you actually need is the entire URL to the completions API. So pick something like curl here and just copy the entire URL here, including completions, then the question mark with the query string of API version. Copy all of that, and then we'll come over to terminal. That's the endpoint you need to provide. If you only provide the domain name, it won't work. All right, and then come back over, grab the API key, copy that. You'll paste that in here. Once you click store, you'll have an option to clear it. And if I come over to terminal chat, which you can get to from the menu or the command palette, I bound a key to it. I'm going to clear this out here, and we'll just test and see what happens here. I doubt this will work. And yeah, it's telling me to wait a little longer. All right, let's try this again. Okay, good deal. We've got a different error message this time. The model here is not marked as safe, whatever that means. That's a content filter I set up. So once I get that, then that means I'm communicating successfully. I just need to come back over to Azure, come down to my deployments, open up this model and edit it. And under content filter, pick that new restrictive filter I set up. Save that, give that a second. All right, once that's done, if I come back and try again in term chat, we can see what happens. Still getting a failure. So give that a couple of minutes. When I initially tried this out, it took about a minute or two before this started working. All right, let's try this out again. Cross fingers. Good deal. It actually responded. And of course, it's not a helpful response, but that's because I just said test. So we will just clear this out and we'll say, show me huge files. Give me a command for that. Oh, there you go. All right, so click on this and then I'm off to the races. All right, so that's it for setting up OpenAI within Azure to be able to use terminal chat. Hopefully someday soon, you'll be able to use OpenAI's API without having to deploy an endpoint in Azure. And ideally, you'd also be able to use some sort of local model as well.